July.
Mm-hmm. Top of the day, beautiful people. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. The neck. Greetings. Greetings. All right, beautiful people. Happy Thursday. It is the 1st of the month, September the 1st, 2022, day 201 of year 4 of reading through the books of the law and the prophets and of the 4-year consecutive day count, day 1219. Today we're picking back up in the Oahspe, the book of Safa, chapter. The chapters don't have numbers for this book. Is just chapter Ehin, right? All right, y'all. So this chapter is full of, it's literally only 2 verses. The first verse is 1 sentence, and then the second verse is a list of short names. And that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines of short names, multiple names on each line. Kendra, shalom, shalom. Shayla, hey girl, hey. What's going on, cousin? All right, beautiful people. Father, out of all the beautiful things that I have seen in this world, I still can't comprehend the beauty of all the things you have made. Neither can I fathom just how beautiful you are. All right, y'all.
Get out the video. They're going to look at me.
Get out the video, man.
Okay.
You know where y'all at today?
What's goody?
Y'all know where y'all at today?
Same spot.
Like, you talking to a whole bunch of adults, so they gonna be like, what's goody? So I'm gonna work on you.
Goody, are you talking about the ibuprofen packet that help you get rid of headaches?
Hold on. I'm gonna say this. Didn't y'all come from the generation that started this?
Boy, stop. You know where y'all at today?
Just go to work.
I know. Do you know where y'all at today?
Same spot.
What was that?
That's in the hospital. I don't know the spot, but it's some department.
The Department of Health, Goofy and Chesapeake.
Huh?
The Department of Health in Chesapeake.
Yeah.
How he know he ain't out there?
Because I work there, man. Come on, now.
Listen, 11:30. How far are you away from the shop?
From there?
I'm gonna need you to calculate that. Because if you miss 11:30 today, you SOL.
Yeah, man. They about 25 minutes out. Because they still Chesapeake, so.
You said 11:30?
11:30.
Is when I'm going to get my hair done?
Yes.
I might as well not go to work then. Because
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, you worked it out with your daddy. Because if you, right. We'll work that out with your father.
Yeah.
And talk to Jonathan. What are y'all doing the first part of the day? Okay, because if I have to come get you. Yeah, if I have to come. All right. Okay. All right, beautiful people. That is a delivery. Okay, so we're going to have an interruption in about 30 minutes. They're delivering some more furniture here to my house, and they're bringing a table for the kitchen, the eat-in kitchen today. So I ain't gonna end it, because they just gonna come drop that and drop the rest of the sectional for the living room or whatever. But we just gonna kind of just keep going, right? Okay. All right. So let's get started. Set apart, Grand Rising, Miss Amanda Bailey, Shalom, Elijah, Grand Rising, and everybody else lurking in the background. Good morning. Listen. All right, y'all. Page 542, Ehin. It's the middle paragraph, and it say under Ehin it says Horbri, Pan, Algonquin, Hail 2. These then are the chief tribes, being some faithists and some idolaters, and these are such as were revered in after generations to wit. Adri, shalom, shalom. Verse 2, hold, see, is, ku, puit, Poit, Huit, Sim, Ham, Zerl, Haka, Shem, 4, Gal, Park, Ba, Lu, Ong, Gam, Dan, Ein, both, Ash, How, Bon, Art, Ia, Goob, Don, Ref, Fet, Ki, King, Nu, Wiz, Sin, Ox, Or, Oog, Wan, Ked, Mork, God, Suth, Eve, Lut, Rut, Kim, Josh, Pert, Sis, Ye, House, Camp, Boo, Koa, Two, Out, Day. After Day is reference number 22. Down at the bottom, 22 says Dave, D-A-V. She, G, Ish, Foosh, Ab, Ak, Gan, Lu, Mish, Woo, War, Hiss, Sout, Bur, Hush, Ying, Duji, Goog, G Hard, Ki, El, Wang, Mahi, Guan, He, Zu, Sa, Lan, Gao, Fifi, Chine, If, Jaf, Ba, Gaud, Gold, Fa, Ion, Yan, Soap, Ban, Joes or Jose, Bad, Dad, Adad, Joss, Sing, Foam, Dewey, Sam, Sar, Esk, Sham, Noah, Ives, Ye, Mu, Om, Dor, Frag, Kook, Hum, Wak, Is, Lok, Ia, and Gad. And that is the end of the book, Ehim. Auntie Belinda Brown, Grand Rising, beautiful family member. Okay. The next chapter on page 542, down at the bottom is Arabenya Haya Yes Tui Yi. See plate 77. Plate, oh shoot, I forgot to post the plates yesterday. I'm so sorry. I was so busy trying to finish up what I was putting in the community section from the previous day with the different clips from Encanto. Have y'all gone seen the movie yet? If y'all haven't, y'all have to go see it or rewatch it now. Look at the explanations of what I saw and just pay attention and look at it. Tikva, Grand Rising, hey girl, hey. Okay, so I'm gonna post the plates from yesterday and then I'm gonna post the plates today. Vinette, was that you that asked the question? Vinette, somebody asked me a question on Facebook. I have not forgotten you. It's just been busy. We're about to leave for vacation tomorrow morning, and I just think I got to sit down and go through the plates. I just did not find time yesterday to do it, but I'm going to get to it. This is plate 77. On page 542, it's a head with a bunch of symbols inside of it, right? Yeah. Avocado is down there with the vegetables. Pull out the vegetable drawers.
Yes, sir.
How do you go for avocado for that?
This right
Oh yeah,
here.
the plant-based butter.
Right there?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
my God.
Did you see I got some plant-based strawberry cream cheese?
Oh yeah, you gotta run that.
Yeah, it's good. Jaden like it too.
Hey, whoever's plant-based right now and y'all go
Most
to eat
of them
meat.
are.
Oh,
Most of them are.
don't go back to eat meat. Or just go try it. It's not fun because
What's not fun?
going back to eat meat, bro, it makes you feel weird. And just,
Oh yeah.
It tastes weird, bro.
You want to tell your testimony, son?
I'm never ever going back to eating meat, bro.
So y'all remember when Jeremiah went plant-based last year, right? He was doing good, but most of the time when people, I say sometimes, some people just plant-based from the womb, depending on how their parents raised them. Some people, they try it out, then they go back again, and they look at the difference on how their body's feeling. So Jeremiah had a relapse, right? And he went back to eating meat. How long has it been?
I only started because I was working out and I wanted to build.
About a month, because he started lifting heavy, working out. I'm like, boy, you better look into some of these plant-based bodybuilders. I was like, and they muscles all organic, and it don't go away after they get done working out, right? As when you get done working out, you putting all that animal fat on you. And when you stop working out, that animal muscle turns to animal fat. It goes from your biceps to your gut. Right? You get all that visceral fat. You got to deal with issues with your heart. And if you're packing in animal fat to get the protein, you overworking your heart and your arteries and your liver and all this stuff. There's so much more efficient way to pack natural organic muscle on you that won't give you a heart attack later in life. It's plant-based, right? But anyway, he relapsed to the meat kingdom. But it made his body feel horrible. He started breaking out. I'm like, yeah, your body been clean from all that flesh juice. What y'all say? Booty meat. Animal sandwiches. Look. Oh my God. Yeah. So he just like, oh my God. Like, he was like, he started breaking out. I was like, what is this? I was like, oh my God, it's monkeypox. He like wigging out and stuff. Oh my God, Mom, for real. I was like, look, stay away. Don't come over here. Yeah, growing meat. Think about the type of meat. Like pork chops, you're getting it from their loins. Some people actually eat the testicles. They call them what they call bull testicles? Mountain oysters. That's what they call them.
No.
Mountain oysters.
That took me out. I was like, no, never.
Listen, yeah. So he relapsed to the meat kingdom, and then he realized why he should never have been there. Right. No. So now he back home with the faithists. Oh, that's funny. Okay, y'all. Era Benya Hia Ya Ustoi. See plate 77. Okay, verse 1. The invocation interpreted, read it. Hold on. We'll figure out how this goes as we read. Because I'm not sure just yet. Hold on. For a minute. Eyes upward. Okay, so I'm sure we'll figure out exactly where we'll have to start with all these symbols inside the head. But first, I'm going to start reading it over. But after plate 77, I just realized it's reference letter N. Plate 77 is the tablet of ancient Egypt, and it has letter N. Tale, hey, girl, hey, are we driving to Florida? Absolutely not, girl. We flying. We flying. The whole crew, we flying. Half of them scared. They keep asking me, have you ever flown before? Yes, I've flown before. Sometimes flying is a lot safer than driving, right? We didn't want to do that long 10-hour drive with all y'all jokers, right? We just did that with everybody going to Illinois, and that was 15 hours. We realized we should be flying everywhere, which is why we worked on, look, we have a frequent flyer miles credit card now. So we using this jank for everything. We use our credit card for everything and just pay it back with what we pay ourselves, right? And keep it rotating so we can build these flight miles up, because we're going to be flying to a lot of places. Yeah, no, we not driving. If it's not like the distance from here to like Maryland to D.C., we flying. Hana Shalom, Shalom. Nat Sarai Yahoo. 777. Grand Rising, Shalom. Okay. Reference letter N for plate 77, tablet of ancient Egypt, says, it's on page 572. Those who sat around the table for spirit communion kept their eyes riveted on the green. Those who sat around the table for spirit communion kept their eyes riveted on the graven characters. He who sat at the end where the crown was the oldest and was called Rabbah, or father. It will be observed that the invocation is more than an interpretation of the characters, although they are designated in the words. The Rabbah, although they are all designated, let me just read it over. It would be observed that the invocation is more than an interpretation of the characters, although they are all one more time. It will be observed that the invocation is more than an interpretation of the characters, although they are all designated in the words. The rabbah led off, but all the circle joined in the reading of it. The gal, the plumb line, was moved by the spirits in answer to the questions of the rabbah. That sounds like a Ouija board. Listen, the gal, the plumb line. We learned about this early on. The gal, the plumb line. I forget exactly which chapter, but it goes into a little bit of detail of this plumb line called the gal. The gal, the plumb line, was moved by the spirits in answer to the questions of the rabbah. In some countries, the gypsies, who are supposed to be descendants of ancient Egypt, still invoke spirits in this way. 1882 edition. All right, so let's go back to page 542. All right. Starting at the top. Remember, we're looking at plate 77. Oh, I just realized in the dark portion, shaded portion behind the head is symbols. Look like a feather down on the left bottom. At the top, there is an X with bolded circles at the end of it. And you got a skeleton head over here at the top right. And down here in the corner, it's a snake. Look like a boat, a small boat without the sail, and maybe like the top of a rose. Like, you know, a rose with the stem. It looks like the top portion of a rose. Okay. The invocation interpreteth, readeth. Now am I strong in thee, O Jehovah. Thy bow in the firmament thy bow in the firmament encompass me on all sides. The follies of earth have turned mine eyes up toward thy holy place. I have beholden thine enemies bowed down. The king and the mighty man of valor with a two-edged sword are hid away in a dark corner. There is no light for them. Sweet-scented flowers hast thou grown up in the way of him who will not look upward. But a serpent cometh upon him that crieth out against the vanities of the earth. In the far-off corners of the world thou hast sworn this. In the far-off corners of the world hast thou sown the seed of evil and death, and the man of darkness hurried thither. But thy glories he will not behold. He buildeth his foundation in perishable things, but the hope of the righteous man lighteth up the inner chamber. He beholdeth thy judgment seat. He seeketh thee in all good things and durable. He glorifieth thee in thy works. Thy hands. I'm just trying to look. Tablet. Okay. Fabric? Did I just see fabric? Yes. Hard to none. Okay, so I think I want to say turn from my far corners of the world. House hands all my days, heart pointed up. Okay, so down at the bottom, flowers. Okay, so sacred altar, messengers, teach me wisdom. I'm trying to look at the order of these symbols. Okay, so I think it's going from the bottom. Okay, you see the head? From here, you see a face, right? And down below the face, there's an empty space, and it's a house. And it looked like a leaf on this side. I'm thinking it's starting at the leaf and going on the right side up around, right? And then it's going to come down here, and it's going to go up. That's what it looked like from the scriptures. Okay. So there's a going, I'm going to just call out the symbols going around. Looks like a leaf. Then it looks like a It looks like the back of a ladybug, but it's all black. You can see the darker circles on the inside. Then you can see a heart upside down. And then it looks like playing cards scattered in different positions. Then it looks like a ship without a sail. Then it has a hand, stars, and it has the eye with the white and a dot in the middle. Look just like the inside of my eye. The white with the dot in the middle. Then it has what looks to be like a crown with squiggly lines over the top, right? And then you have a circle that's clear, and then you have the Islamic symbol with the crescent with the star. Turkey also got it, they just turned it a different way. Then you have the you see the Masons with the math janks. What you call them? You know how you graphing stuff, the graphing tools, what is it called, right? And they have that with the G, I forget, the math tools, right? So it's two of them right there. Then you have the axe head, you have the book, you have a piece of fabric cloth, and you have another heart, and it's right side up, and then you have a house at the bottom. It looks like it's grass underneath. Then going up the middle, it's a face, the nose, eyes, eyebrows. On the left side, there's an ear. On the right side is two men walking. Above the two men, all to the right, there's a triangle with a line down the middle with a dot. Not in the middle, just down a little bit from the middle. And in the middle, it's like a nucleus, a sun. It's like a sun with a dot in the middle with rays coming out, surrounded by a darker nucleus with rays coming out, and it's like an even circle all around. I'm going to show it to you again. But pay attention to that. If you got the book, just kind of keep looking up as we read, and you will be able to point it out. And I'll point them out as we get to them, right? When I recognize it. Derek, how you say it? Yes, compass and a square. Thank you. The compass and a square. Miss Amazing Wonder Shalom. Okay, so let's go back to 3. In the far off corners of the world, we're on page 542. In the far off corners of the world hast thou sown the seed of evil and death, and the man of darkness hurried thither, but thy glories he will not behold. He buildeth his foundation in perishable things, but the hope of the righteous man lighteth up the inner chamber. He beholdeth thy judgment seat. He seeketh thee in all good things and durable. He glorifieth thee in thy works. I will turn away from my house, and my hands look upward all my days. Yea, the fruits of the earth shall be my servants. My crown shall be woven by the hands. My heart pointeth upward toward thy kingdom. And I think this is right here where the heart is upside down, right? So the regular heart, the symbol of a heart, is flipped upside down where the point is going upward. So that's the symbol where it's at, I believe. My heart pointeth upward toward thy kingdom, but the heart of the man of darkness is downward toward the things that perish. Okay, I was just making sure it wasn't going back and forth, because it's a heart on the opposite side of it. Okay. Thou hast set Eon, and in parentheses, Aries or Te. Thou hast set Eon, Aries or Te, in the midst, and he shall judge the living and the dead. Verse 6. Thou hast made me above the diamond, and above all precious stones, but the man of darkness goeth after these. Thy children he careth not for, he seeth not. Verily will I run quickly to them and lift them up. They shall be gems for my raiment. They shall become a glory in thy sight. Yea, I will turn their eyes upward. Yea, I will turn their eyes up toward thy holy place. Before them will I set up Gal, and the magnitude and glory of thy worlds shall entrance them. Verse 8. Thy unseen hand shall become seen, and my brothers and sisters shall read the diadems in thy firmament. Thine hand hath quickened my eyes to see, and my ears to hear thee. O thou life of my life. I like that. O thou life and life. O thou life is a capital L. O thou life of my life. And my life is lowercase. Verse 9. My understanding cometh out of thy tablet book. But there's a tablet, a book on the other side. So we're just going to keep going. My understanding cometh out of thy tablet book. Its pages are graven with the sun, moon, and stars. Yea, all things proclaim the words thou hast written. None can counterfeit thy handiwork. From thy tablet will I read, from the rising of the sun till the going down thereof. My hands shall be skilled with tools to do thy labor. Fabrics will I weave, and my house shall be built within the square of thy compass. He said it right here, the square and the compass. Okay, so it...
I'm not going there.
You're not going?
No.
Okay, did Jalen go? Okay. What time is her mama getting her? What time is her mama getting her? She going already? I'll call her in a minute. Okay. So this, okay. Dwelling place. Maybe it's going back and forth, or hold on. Or maybe it's going in the other direction. But clearly the sun, moon, and stars, I don't know, maybe they just placed them in there. I don't think they just placed them in there. I'm sure there's a method to this. I just ain't figured it out yet, but we'll figure it out sooner or later. Okay. Verse 9. My understanding cometh out of thy tablet book. Its pages are graven with the sun, moon, and stars. Yea, all things proclaim the words thou hast written. None can counterfeit thy handiwork. From thy tablet will I read, from the rising of the sun to the going down thereof. My hands shall be skilled with tools. Okay, so I see the hand, and across from the hand is the square and the compass. Maybe it's going back and forth. Maybe it's going back and forth. I don't know. My hands shall be skilled with tools to do thy labor. Fabrics will I weave, and my house shall be built within the square of thy compass, for it shall be righteous work. My eye shall look toward thy dwelling place. I know thy sight is upon me. I will be joyful before thee, my Father. To none other will I bow myself in supplication and worship. Before thee will I labor for peace on all occasions. My hand will I lift up in thy behalf, and yet no man shall feel the weight of my arm upon him. That's good. My hand will I lift up in thy behalf, and yet no man shall feel the weight of my hand, of mine arm upon him. Compass, hand. Maybe